Yeah, there. I was looking for a draw point because I knew there was one around there.
Bio!
That is that poisons an enemy and does damage. Poison elements damage, because poison is an element as well as a negative status in this game. Anyway,
it's like in Dragon Fable, you can attack things with like poison element, disease element, and bacon element.
Bacon?
Yeah. Evil is also an element, but only a handful of characters actually use it. But like, bacon is an element. I actually have a pet in that game. It's called My Little Dirt Pony, and it's this little pig derpy pony, and it attacks with the element of bacon.
So, you heard of Mika Kitty?
It sounds familiar.
She's like probably one of the biggest YouTube partners, like probably millions of subscribers, or at least hundreds of thousands. She just came out today, I think, with a song called The Bacon Song. Anyway, so, yeah, there are 3 more GFs that you get sort of without too much, like, that are just kind of there for you to get without very much effort. Like, you have to fight one of them, but it's a fight that is...
part of the plot?
What?
Like, the plot brings you in contact with them?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. The other 5 GFs, you have to do some extra work for.
Side quest!
Yes, there are 2...
Does it involve card games?
You do not have to play a single card game to get any of the GFs.
Yay.
However, I will be playing card games because I do want to collect all of the cards, which I've actually never done before. I'm trying to figure out where I have to go. This appears not to be the place.
Where is Sid?
Yeah, so I don't know how... I forget how you... I was trying to figure out how you, how you get somebody to tell you where he is, because I know where he is. I'm just, like, trying to make it so it's not just looking like I'm going there randomly, so it's looking like I'm going there for some reason. But I didn't find anyone who tells you where he is. He is actually in the infirmary.
Well, didn't the one guy, like, hit him?
Oh.
Or the stuff?
Yeah, but that's not why he's in the infirmary.
Oh, okay. He's just there.
He's kind of hiding.
Oh, yeah! I remember now. Kind of.
He doesn't want people to see him in his state.
Especially not Nord.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Norg is actually dead or if we just kind of roughed him up.
Does he come back throughout the game or no?
No, he doesn't.
Maybe he just kind of melted into his shell thingy. And there he is. Little puddle of Nord.
Puddle of Norg.
Colin would appreciate that one.
Norg.
The Norg puddle! It is the origin of the flan.
Yeah,
Norg did kind of look like he was a flan that evolved arms and a face, like an actual head.
Flans have arms and faces.
But like, he evolved useful ones.
Or rather, Blobras have them. Flans don't have arms.
Blobs just have faces. But like, he looked like an evolved flan.
Yeah, he's actually a Shumi. You can go to the Shumi village. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that side quest or not, because you don't get any unique item from it.
You should anyway.
So what I've been trying to say, and haven't gotten around to saying it yet, is there are 2 major points in the game where a lot of side quests become available. Each of those times has to do with you getting a new mode of transportation, and one of those times is coming up very soon.
Like, soon as in this session?
No.
Ah!
I didn't get through as much of the game as I thought I would in this
I'm
session.
okay now, Doctor.
Because, like I said, stuff took longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe I'm done crying.
Just take it easy, okay?
I'll tell you after the session.
He's got a
I
lot
already
of
know what happens, it's just, it's not happening in the session.
Oh.
Because remember, we did record the dialogue.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm not sure if I recorded all of this stuff. I think I did,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
which must have been pretty boring because
I want to make a
talking to
report.
myself.
No, it's not necessary. I can
Well, at least
guess
we
what
solved
must
that
have
problem more
happened.
recently.
Yes, we did solve that problem. We do have another Sid now.
Please tell me the real meaning of CD.
An extended conversation, like several pages.
CD is
talking to
CD.
yourself.
Yeah,
The elite
that's
mercenary
why
force
I-
of Balaam Guard.
That's why I decided to have somebody else do it.
Do you know something about CD? I never know anything. CD will defeat the Sorceress. The Garden will train CD members. The many missions around the world are only training for the final battle against the Sorceress. But now that the Sorceress has become a major threat, our true mission has begun. Please tell me about Sorceress Edea. I heard she's your wife. You're quite right. She had been a sorceress since childhood. I married her knowing that. We were happy. We worked together, the two of us. We were very happy. One day, Edea began talking about building the garden and training CD. I became obsessed with the plan, but I was very concerned with CD's goal, that one day CD might fight Edea. She laughed and told me that would never happen. However, tell me about Master Norg. He is from the Shumi tribe, a black sheep of the tribe, one might say. We met while I was running around trying to find funds to build the garden. He became interested in building the garden and we hit it off. Thanks to his funding, it was completed. However, we needed an enormous amount of funds to run the garden. So we began dispatching CDs around the world as a means of supporting the garden. Norg's idea was right on the money. An enormous amount of capital began flowing into the garden. And the garden began to change. Lost sight of our high ideals. The truth was covered up. That's probably enough. In the end, it was my fault for giving up control. What do we do now? We must stop drifting around soon. I only hope that we can get things back to the way they were.
And this is one of those situations where I'm not sure. I was not sure where I could go and where I couldn't.
Well, typically when you say no blanks are given, you use a very strong swear word.
Oh.
But I figure I'm not going to break my streak of not using strong swear words.
Is the strong swear word a set of one, or are there other ones in there?
Mostly just one.
Okay.
The one that people usually object to.
Yes.
Squall.
Well, there's plenty of that in my Mario Kart Wii videos, so I don't object to that.
Have you seen the headmaster around?
He's at the infirmary.
It's like that
Sounds like
XKCD
trouble. What's
comic.
wrong?
You know which one I'm talking about?
Go to the second floor deck and see
It
for
like
yourself.
has a pie
There's a
chart or
ship
something. It's
approaching.
like, you know, total swear
could be
words I
Albanians
say,
or
and
worse.
then a portion of it is
Sorceress might
swear
be
words
aboard,
prompted by
coming to
Mario
attack
Kart.
us. I have to tell the headmaster right away.
And it's a very large slice of the pie, like more than half of it.
And Mario Kart is a pretty frustrating game. Blue shell! Ah!
Blue shells are the bane of my existence in Mario Kart Wii.
Bullet bill! Ah! Chain chomp! Ah! But mostly the stupid blue shells.
Well, yes.
Especially if you're like in second place, but you're really close to the leader, so they get blown up and you do too.
Yeah, so I think they have changed how the blue shells work. Like in Mario Kart 64, they didn't explode. They just kind of hit everyone on the way. Well, they didn't always hit everyone on the way, but they often did.
It would charge through whoever's in the way to get to the leader.
Yeah. And then but in the more recent games, they don't hit anybody on the way. They just fly over them. But if you are too close to the leader,
just
like
blow
you
you
said, then you will be caught in the explosion.
A ship? A Galbadian
And
ship?
If you're caught in the aftermath of this explosion, you'll just spin out like you hit a banana.
No, in
In
Mario...
the GameCube version, that's how it works.
Yeah, in Mario
Is
Kart Wii,
Headmaster
you actually
Sid
do
here?
crash. Like, you actually are launched into the air.
No, he's not here. Are you from
No. In the
Galbadia?
GameCube version, like when the shell, like right when
We
it
are
hits,
CDs.
No, I know.
This is Edea's ship.
I know what
We
you're
are
saying,
Sorceress
but in
Edea's
the Wii
CD.
version, it doesn't happen that way.
CD?
So these
We're
are
coming
Edea's
aboard.
CDs.
We're unarmed.
I'm not sure if they've been keeping abreast of recent developments, because they don't seem to realize that the name Edea is going to make these guys at the Garden pretty nervous.
Please, we come in peace.
I sheath my sword and then it just.
We must speak to Headmaster
Okay.
Sid. Where is he?
Yeah, we haven't gotten to. We haven't gotten to
I'm right
Kingdom
here.
Hearts level graphics yet. We can't have it, you know.
Oh, you can't have it sparkle out of existence.
Yes.
Headmaster, we've come for Ellone. It's too dangerous here now.
Yes,
that
I'm
was a
afraid so.
convenient way to deal with the whole
Ellone?
we
That
can't
girl from
actually
Green
animate
Hill?
him putting it away and taking it out thing, though.
Squall, you know who
Sora.
she is? Please go find her. She's somewhere in the
Alright,
garden.
so Sid says we have to find Ellone, and it's like, huh?
Who are those
Wait,
guys?
how are we
they
supposed to know
connected?
where she is?
Or who she is.
Yeah, I mean, since
Squall?
the only version of her that we know
Yes,
of
sir.
is a kid.
But we, as the people actually recording and playing the game, know.
Exactly. Yeah, Ellone's that girl, really specific.
Ellone's that girl, huh?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that little girl Laguna was taken care of.
Specific, please.
Probably.
But this is,
So
I
she's in
mean,
the garden?
this is
Where is
to... It demonstrates that the dream world is perhaps not actually a
Let's
dream
let me
world.
find her.
Woohoo!
Perhaps it
Hey,
is more...
Squall, who's Ellone?
She's a person in the dream
Well,
world.
of course. I mean, she hasn't been to the dream world, so how would she know?
Well, not about the dream world, but just like, it's just funny. They've talked about this more than once.
Yeah, that is true.
But Ellone is just like, eh.
You mean Rinoa?
Yeah, Rinoa.
Yeah, so Ellone is...
Somewhere.
I think she's the first person that we see in both the dream world and the real world. Or Squall's real world, shall we say. Because the dream world is more than a dream world. It's considerably more connected to reality than that.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I think we're going to get an explanation next session of what it is.
Because I remember they were talking about it in our last bit of dialogue we recorded.
Yeah, so for some reason the directory isn't functioning. I don't know why it, I tried to use it just to go right to the dorm so I could save and, well, go to my dorm. Well, I was in my dorm, but, go to bed. For some reason...
We have to find somebody, clearly. It is the perfect time for a nap.
Well, because time always stands still in all relevant ways in most of these games. I mean, unless you're playing Majora's Mask. And even then, it doesn't stand still, but you can always reset it.
Yeah.
However,
And the session is about to end.
I was going to say, however, our time is running out, so... Lightning didn't come back, so Thinker2112 and...
Insanefastone?
Over and out. Bye.
Bye.